Well, hey everyone, my name is Nathan Jones, and if you're new here, welcome. I like to talk about all things movies, specifically Blu-rays, and today is another challenge video. I'm super excited about this. With the success of the ABC Movie Challenge that I did about a month ago, and some of you who partook in this as well, some of you viewers and other content creators, I'm really happy that you were able to do that. I hope that most of you are finished with this and are moving on from there, but I really like the idea of having some kind of curation. So if anyone was unfamiliar with the ABC Movie Challenge, what it was I watched 26 films in my collection that were unwatched, that were sitting on my shelf, and I literally went through the alphabet A to Z, and I found films and each of those letters, those corresponding letters, and some of them were a lot more difficult than others, and I know that a lot of people tried like watching something on streaming if they had a missing letter or they skipped it. There wasn't really any like really strict rules for this challenge, but it was just fun to watch unwatched films that have been sitting on your collection for a couple of months or even years for that matter. And I really like this idea of having some kind of direction for watching unwatched movies in our collections, because I don't know about you, but I have plenty of films that I've not seen yet in my collection. I still keep collecting because we have this collecting bug that we can never seem to scratch for some reason. It just keeps happening and happening, which is great though too, because the future of physical media, it seems to be just fine, even though there is definitely some up and down conversations about this. Actually, I would like to point out, if any of you are fans of Serial at Midnight, Heath Holland, he actually did a really great video, I'll link it in the description down below, talking about the future of physical media. So if you are thinking about that kind of conversation and where things are in the future, I would highly recommend it. But I am an optimist myself, and I'm just happy that we live in this time and that we are spoiled with so many great releases. And so that made me think, we're collecting, right? And collecting a lot of films, and some of them go unwatched for a while. So I wanted to do a new challenge, a new one. This time I was looking for a theme, going through my collection, and I decided to land on an international movie challenge. So that means that I'm going to be picking 10 films outside of my language of origin, right? So, the United States, we speak English here, mostly. I would say most of the movies coming out in the United States are English speaking. So therefore, I'm going to say no to Canadian films, English films, so like, England or Scotland, Ireland, those places, or even like Australia. So English speaking films, I'm going to just try to cut from this collection, this just challenge of mine. And so therefore, I'm going to pick 10 films outside of the English language for this challenge. And so I actually, if any of you are watching this, and if you are international viewers, people who are watching it outside of my country, then choose something that you could choose an English film if you want. There's no rules against that. So try to figure out your native language and go outside of that box and watch 10 films that you've not seen before, from different languages, from different countries. And that's kind of what I'm going to be doing. So I actually have a few films to kind of just recommend to you. These are not going to be my choices in the challenge itself. But yeah, the rules are pick 10 films outside of your language, outside of your country of origin, and go from there and watch 10 of those films. If you don't have 10 films, you can stream them if you want, or rewatch something that you really, really liked from the past. But the whole goal of this challenge is to watch unwatched films. So here's a few things. So we have a Brazilian film. I believe this might be out of print, so I apologize for showing this, but City of God, a wonderful, wonderful film from 2002. Highly recommend this movie. It's a really great, like I said, Brazilian film. We have plenty of Japanese films, right? But I just picked this one, One Cut of the Dead. Very creative zombie film. There is an example of a Japanese film. Here is a German film. This is actually the second Dr. Mabuse from Fritz Lang. This is the Das Testament de Dr. Mabuse, the Testament of Dr. Mabuse. This is a German film right here. I have a French film from Jean Renoir, The Rules of the Game, right? So you could literally go, like I just mentioned, Germany, France, and Japan, and also Brazil. A lot of those countries have a lot of releases that you can watch things from. Italy, Sweden, we have a lot of choices here. South Korea as well. But there also are some places that, you know, like box sets like this, the Martin Scorsese's World Cinema Project, can really highlight, you know, some countries that don't necessarily have a rich film backing, if you will. So like things like from the Philippines, like In Song, I hope I pronounced that correct, Mysterious Object at Noon from Thailand, Revenge from the Soviet Union, Limite from Brazil, Law of the Border, Turkey, and Taipei Story from Taiwan, right? So there's plenty of different things you could watch from this box set, or even like on the Criterion channel where you're watching a lot of films from different places. Or you could even go the route of watching a film that literally touches like almost every country. So something like Samsara right here, or Baraka, which is like its sister film. But yeah, this covers so many countries, and so this would count in that this challenge. So I challenge you to watch 10 films, like I said, outside of your country of origin, outside of your language that you're comfortable with, that one that you speak your native language. So yeah, that is my challenge. I'm gonna just challenge a few people. Movie Chatter, Steph, I wanna challenge you for this challenge. My friend Ryan, 1988, I challenge you, Justin, as well. And Sam from Film Blogger Sam, he literally just came back. I'm glad to see him back, so I'm going to challenge him as well. And if any of you want to jump on board with this as well, please be my guest to watch this. But I definitely want to see a good mix, and I want to see what are some of your choices that you would pick for this international movie challenge. I would like to know maybe what's your like first or second choice, that like something that's popped up in your mind. You're like, oh, I haven't seen that. It's been on my shelf for maybe like a couple months or a year, and I really want to do that for this challenge. Like, let me know in the comment section down below. I'd be curious to know. But anyway, there's some really cool things coming up on the channel. There is another 100 Years of Movies series coming right up very, very soon. I'm continuing with my Hammer journey. There's still haul videos, and there's some film journeys in the work too. So, you know, don't think I haven't forgot those. So thank you so much for watching. Comment down below, like I said, if you're interested in this challenge. I'm really happy that I'm doing this again, because June's right around the corner, so we got something to look forward to. Anyway, thank you all for watching this video. Comment down below, share, hit the notification bell, and I'll see you next time. I'm not jonesing around.